A groundbreaking moment in Gaza peace efforts. Israel and Hamas agree on initial ceasefire phase. Relatives and former hostages are expressing overwhelming relief and hope on social media following reports of a peace agreement and the imminent release of hostages. Eli Shorabi, who tragically lost his wife and children, and whose brother Yossi remains captive, shared his joy, saying, "Great joy, can't wait to see everyone home." Similarly, the mother of hostage Matan Zangalka expressed deep emotion on X. "Matan returns home to me, to you, to the country. For these tears I prayed." The mother of Nimrod Cohen simply posted, "My child, you are coming home." Former British-Israeli hostage Emily Damari celebrated alongside Romy Gonen by offering prayers of thanks, then toasted L'chaim, meaning to life. She has also been active in seeking the release of her friends, twins Gali and Ziv Berman. Their brother Liran Berman voiced a heartfelt message. "My Gali and Ziv, I love you so much. You're coming home." Hostage release expected soon. A senior White House official revealed plans for the release of hostages could begin as early as Monday, once Israel's cabinet votes on the agreement expected tomorrow. If approved, Israel will withdraw troops to a specific line within 24 hours, after which a 72-hour countdown for hostage releases will start. The official added that Hamas might attempt to release hostages even sooner if possible. Netanyahu hails the agreement. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described the agreement between Israel and Hamas on the peace plan's initial phase as a great day for Israel. He plans to convene the Israeli government to ratify the deal and emphasized his commitment to bringing all hostages home. Netanyahu also expressed gratitude towards Israeli soldiers and US President Donald Trump and his team for their involvement in what he called a sacred mission. Hamas statement highlights. Hamas issued a statement congratulating the agreement, saying it would end the war on Gaza, ensure the complete withdrawal of occupation forces, permit humanitarian aid entry, and facilitate a prisoner exchange. They thanked mediators from Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, and President Trump, urging all parties, especially Israel, to honor the terms fully. Hamas also praised Gaza's residents for their unmatched courage, honor, and heroism, pledging to never abandon their people's national rights until freedom and self-determination are secured. Confirmation from Hamas and Qatar. Hamas confirmed the ceasefire agreement, calling on Trump and other parties to ensure Israel complies with it. Meanwhile, Qatar's foreign ministry affirmed the deal concerning the Gaza peace plan's first phase, stating that the agreement marks the beginning of ending the conflict, facilitates the release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners, and enables humanitarian aid to reach Gaza. Additional details will be provided later. Netanyahu's hopeful pledge. In a powerful statement, Netanyahu promised, "With God's help, we will bring them all home," referring to the Israeli hostages in Gaza. A series of intense negotiations. President Trump's announcement came after intense negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, where mediators brokered talks between Israel and Hamas. Trump hinted at a trip to Egypt this weekend, possibly as soon as Friday, underscoring the urgency and importance of the discussions. The deal reportedly involves exchanging all living hostages for a certain number of Palestinian prisoners, with Israel pulling back to an agreed line, and exchanges expected to start soon. White House activity and anticipation inside the White House. Tension has been palpable, though the atmosphere remained quiet until the announcement was made via Truth Social, sparking rapid activity among reporters and staff. Speculation about additional announcements lingers as everyone waits for further news. Trump announces historic agreement. In a social media post, President Trump declared that Israel and Hamas have both endorsed the first phase of the peace plan. predicting the imminent release of all hostages and Israeli troop withdrawals as initial steps toward a lasting peace. He described the day as great, not only for Israel and the Arab and Muslim world, but also for neighboring nations and the United States. Trump thanked mediators from Qatar, Egypt, and Turkey, calling this event historic and unprecedented, and praised peacemakers for their efforts. Travel plans and developments. While no precise timeline exists for Trump's travel to the Middle East, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt indicated he plans to visit Walter Reed Medical Center first, before potentially heading to the region. Trump has expressed interest in visiting Egypt and possibly Gaza, noting he intends to make the rounds. A dramatic moment at the White House. The breakthrough became apparent during a domestic event when Secretary of State Marco Rubio privately handed Trump a note indicating the deal was very close. Trump confirmed this when pressed by reporters, then left to focus on Middle East affairs. Earlier, Trump hinted that his planned Middle East trip might include Gaza, raising hopes for further diplomatic engagement. The deal nears completion. After days of indirect talks, facilitated by Egyptian, Qatari, and Turkish mediators with Hamas representatives and other Palestinian groups, the peace deal appears within reach. Currently, mediators are engaging with Israel's delegation to wrap up outstanding issues. This evolving story promises further developments as more information becomes available. But here's where it gets controversial. Can this fragile agreement truly promise lasting peace? Or is it merely a temporary ceasefire in a long-standing conflict? What do you think? Share your thoughts below. Do you believe this is the breakthrough we've all been waiting for? Or will history repeat itself?